Realtor.com just released an article stating that Charleston has the 4th fastest declining home prices in the country. What's up, everybody? Welcome back. As always, I am Bill Olson, your favorite YouTubing Charleston realtor, and today we're talking about this article just released by Realtor.com. They did a study that from June to September, home prices in Charleston dropped 8.6%, and that was the 4th fastest in the country, behind Palm Beach, Phoenix, and Austin, Texas. And because of this, they're saying that Charleston is a bargain city for buyers. And they did state they didn't just use the city of Charleston, they actually used the entire metro area. So when I dove into the data, I looked at Charleston, Dorchester, and Berkeley County as a whole. And also Realtor.com used list price, not sales price. So I actually wanted to look at the sales price because I think that is more of an indicator of what's going on. That's actually what sellers are selling for and actually what buyers are paying for on these homes. So when I pulled up the sales data from June to September, guess what? Well, no surprise, we all know that this is happening, but the median sales price actually did go down. While Realtor.com said that list prices went down 8.6%, in that same period of June to September, sales prices went down 4.2%. So it wasn't as drastic as Realtor.com said, but it was still a significant decrease. But what I wanted to do, I went back and I wanted to check the trends to see what happens every year between June and September. So when I went back and researched the last 10 years, the trends show that all but 2 out of those last 10 years saw a decrease in sales price between June and September. One of those years was 2013. There was a 0.15% increase. I think we can call that a wash, that there was no change. And the other was 2020. Going into June, we were still kind of in the beginning of that pandemic. Everything was shut down, and it was right about then that things skyrocketed through September and through the beginning of this year. And because of that, there was nearly a 9% increase in median sales price over just those 4 months. And when we look at the 8 years that saw a decline in median sales price, they range from in 2018, there was a 0.6% decrease, to the highest, which was not this year, but 2014, there was a 6.6% decrease. So where we're sitting at this year is actually pretty average. Now you might think that I'm using this video to debunk Realtor.com, which I'm really not. I just want to expose and present that this title could be clickbait. They called it bargain cities. I don't think Charleston is a bargain city by any means. I just want to present you with accurate facts and data and some of my opinions and observations so that you can make the best decision when it comes to your move and real estate. So before we move on, if you're finding this information valuable, go ahead and click that thumbs up. And if you don't like this video, go ahead and click that thumbs up 3 times for me. And don't forget to subscribe either way and let me know in the comments whether you do agree or disagree with me. So moving on, yes, we are seeing a downturn in the market. Is it a crash? No, at least not yet, but most likely no. Is it shifting? Of course it is. The market is constantly shifting. It shifted up significantly fast over the past few years, and now we're on a downshift, and then it's going to shift back up again. It's just how things happen. So I believe we still have a few more months that we need to see these numbers start rolling in to actually see what's going to happen and how much further down it could go, or is it going to take a turn back up? We just don't know. We don't know what's going to happen with interest rates or supply, demand. It's all kind of up in the air right now. But what we do know is that every year, June and July are always the peaks of our market. So no matter what, you can pretty much bet that between June and September, things are going to go down a little bit. I think the biggest downturns in the market here in Charleston are in other data points. Now, one is the median list price to sales price. What are sellers getting from when they list their home? Back in June, the median was 100%. Sellers were actually averaging over 100% of their list price. And in September, it was 98.2%. Now that doesn't mean that every home that goes on the market, you need to offer 2% or more under if you want to get it, or sellers, you don't have to take that first low offer, because we are still seeing many homes that are lasting a day on the market and getting multiple offers. Again, I've said this in previous videos, it's all about marketing your home and positioning it just right to get those buyers that are out there to bite. And another thing that has changed has been our month supply of inventory. Now that actually went up just a tick from June. In June, we were at 1.3 months, and in September, we were at 1.5. Now that might not seem like a significant change, because it really isn't. However, in the past, from June to September, our months of inventory actually, that used to go down. So this year it went up, which just means that that supply and demand is evening out just a little bit more. And finally, on the other side of that Realtor.com article, Charleston was actually the only city in the top 10 that saw a double-digit increase from September of 2021 to September of 2022. And that was about a 10% increase. Now, when we looked at the sales price, that was actually a 17% increase in median sales price from September to September. So without this downturn, that could have actually been a lot higher. Now, how low are we going to see this go? That remains to be seen, but I can promise you I'm going to keep an eye on the market and keep presenting you with these facts. So let me know if you like this video, let me know down in the comments below, and what other videos do you want to see? What other market stats do you want me to report on? Check out this video right here, and I'll see you on the next one.